All right, the first deck of the day is this UK-US Commandos deck. This is a sort of a combo deck of sorts. The main idea is that you want to get your units such as the Honey and number 10 Commando or number 43 Commando. Play special delivery while you have a bunch of supply chains in hand to duplicate them and reduce their cost. Ideally, you might also have an 85 Pioneer Company on the battlefield while you're doing this. And then that allows you to just play a ton of orders, drawing a ton of cards, which continuously triggers the honeys and your commandos to just kind of gain an obnoxious amount of life and deal an obnoxious amount of damage to your enemy's board. And hopefully that amount of damage will kill them, and if not, it'll put you in a position where you can finish them off on a future turn with either, more orders or potentially even attacking with your units. Or you're just gaining such a high amount of life that you're going to be able to kill them with the Commonwealth eventually when you get to turn 12. So that's the basic idea of the game of the deck. We have a bunch of orders, cheap orders that let us either keep our key units alive, slow down our opponent, all the while triggering our units. With 85 Pioneer Company, all these orders are free, so we can play multiples in a turn. We have His Majesty's Chosen. Because this is such an important card, we're playing a His Majesty's Chosen to try to get a second copy of 85 Pioneer Company. Or just more consistently have at least one of these on the field. We're probably not playing two of them if we have them, just because we do need support line space for our key units. And then the rest of the deck is just kind of what you'd expect from a British control deck. We got Monty, we got shelling, we got carpet bombing, and I also have an Ultra in here to help intercept maybe problematic orders. I'm not 100% certain if this is good in the deck. It's not an order that triggers our units. It does draw a card, so I guess it technically triggers Honey, but it's also kind of hard to hold up 3 resources sometimes. But I think there are going to be a lot of games where you're passing the turn with resources that you don't want to spend because you're hoping to get a bigger turn off the following turn. So like this can help protect your units in those cases. I think it's probably fine overall. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that deck, so let's just jump into some games and see how we do. Ideally, this deck will take me the rest of the way to Field Marshal with Britain. That's the last deck I need to get to Field Marshal for this season. Okay, well, we don't need the Commonwealth in hand. We're not going to need that for a while. They could be playing tokens, so I like keeping the carpet bombing. I like keeping Cup of Tea, I suppose, to protect our commandos, though there's no commandos in sight right now. I've never played this archetype before. I'm not really certain what I'm looking for in the ideal opening hand. Probably one of the several units that we talked about at the start. I'm going to throw all these back and see if we can't find those. Supply chains aren't bad. If we can find that special delivery, this can help gas us back up. It's just unfortunate that we don't have any one of the units in our hand right now. So there's that. I think I'm going to aggressively play out our cheap cards so that we don't discard them to special delivery. Yikes. Really wanted to see a Honey or a Commando. So I think I was correct in mulliganing the way I did, but our hand didn't shape up the way we would have liked. Do I run that out now, or is it just a turn too late? I guess we do, because otherwise we're going to discard it to the special delivery, and that's not ideal. They could alliance this turn, which, it is what it is. Hopefully we start gaining enough life that we can weather the storm. Hello, 11 the Elf. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Do I want to play this, or do I... Because if I play this, I then can't pin this for the following turn. Maybe we don't care. This can't survive a hammer anyway with this, and this isn't triggering anything else, so I think it's okay to discard. It also leaves us more space in hand for our supply chains. There's what I was looking for, was this naval power. Fortunately, that's out of range now of carpet bombing, so this carpet bombing turned out not to be that great. We really needed some early commandos to like start dealing damage to things to get them within range of this. I could do it now, but it's probably just a tad too late. I guess we go for it though, right? There's nothing else we can really do. Good morning, Merles. So Monty would be ideal here. Oh no, we can't draw it because our hand is full. Yeah, maybe that night raid was just bad. Supposed to play something else out. Okay, shelling's not the worst. So if I carpet bombing, we're dead to these, right? So I have to shelling here. Okay. Am I supposed to play supply chains or just free up space with this close combat? I think I'm just supposed to gain some cards. Okay, that's not bad. We might be attacking with honeys soon. Okay, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna start with this. And you know what? Just to prevent this from getting ridiculous, I do think we're just gonna play it and shoot. This only affects infantry, right? Yeah. I guess we could wait till the following turn. Nah, it's gonna start getting out of range. Okay, this game's probably over then. Yeah. Here's one of our community members. Regular viewer, Devil's a Handsome Man. He's contributed several decks that we've played on stream in the past. I like the 43 Commando can let you really go off, but it's really for the late game. So I think I'll get rid of it. Maybe Keep Calm is something we want to hold on to. No, I think you just mulligan any hand that doesn't have Commandos or Honey in it, right? I know Devil likes running patrols in his deck, so running this out is not ideal. It's just gonna get patrolled most likely. So I think we'll wait till the following turn. Now it could just get Death from Above. With that in mind, do I just like hold? Because I think the way we win this game is we is what we need to try to Commonwealth them, I think. Usually. Maybe I can't afford to wait so long to play this stuff out. This is not a typical typical list. You don't normally see players running the Wildcats, which I think they're kind of nice, right? Because they allow you to put pressure. They're basically a guard unit, but they're just good at pressuring the HQ as well. Okay, I'm fine with that. Do we want to #1 Commando and keep calm again? Or do we want to play Night Raid? Let's play Night Raid. Next turn we can go #1 Commando, Cup of Tea, Special Delivery. Yep, fine with that. I think we just run back the same play we did. Maybe? No, I want to get these both out of patrol range, I suppose. Yep, told you he was running patrols. He could be running carpet bombing. Carpet bombing of our own. Yep, perfect. Oh, except this doesn't have smoke screen, right? So this can kill it now? Darn. That's okay. With these supply chains in hand, plus the special delivery, number 43 Commando is going to go off on a later turn. Yeah, it's sad. That was actually a pretty key card that we needed. We're just kind of getting dismantled here, unfortunately. But it is what it is. There's a reason why archetypes like what our opponent's playing are the best in the format right now. They're just incredibly versatile. Well, we'd have to dodge another B-17 and death from above. So what are the chances of that happening? Basically zero. Yeah, he definitely had played this well. He knows what key cards he needs to kill. Although, to be fair, Commandos and Honeys, like, they're pretty much kill on sight in most decks anyway. Now we want to do something like... That's good. That could die to a ping anyway. Do we want the health gain or we want the damage? Probably the health gain. We're pretty much just hoping to dodge yet another removal effect at this point. If not, it's probably over. We'll play it out, but because I think we're like one decent draw away. Okay. I do think we're supposed to play some number of supply chains here, hoping for... Okay, backup Commando's nice. In fact, I think we're supposed to play that out now. Cause he, oh no, this was a mistake. Cause he could draw a second carpet bombing, right? Or high altitude bombing, right? Forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I could have just held up Ultra. That was silly of me. That's what I should have done. Nice. Very nice. I think we wait a turn on this, yeah? Well, what am I altering? Like, what is he gonna play? He's gonna play Seaborn Invasion, maybe? Sure. As long as it gets used, I'm fine with that. Literally, he got the worst roll. But now I think we can gain enough life that we can win, assuming he can't find a way to discard our cards. So he's running Blackwatch. GG. We can't win from here. Right? I don't think we can win from here. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and call it. I have like a couple more commandos in our deck, but they can't kill because of Jasko, right? We don't have enough cards to do it. Well played by opponent. Saving the Black Watch for the key turn where you needed to. I definitely made a mistake not holding up the Ultra and playing out the second Commando. Because I should have been thinking about high altitude bombing. I wasn't. But I also wasn't thinking about... He only played one copy of carpet bombing so far, so he could have played that as well. So that was definitely a mistake. I'm not gonna type that in. He can watch the recording later for my my thought. That might have been able to carry us, but he also had we also didn't have I think I throw back all of this. I keep the desert rats maybe. But we also were looking. He also had enough stuff on the board that the commando might have not mattered. Oh, interesting. Our opponent's playing kind of a brew. I think we just pass here. So let's see who can out-heal who. If I play this here, I just lose to bombing raid. I think we're gonna hold. GG's Devil. I should not have played out my second Commandos and held up Ultra for I don't know, several turns. I might have still lost anyway, but it was definitely a mistake of me to run that out and then just get high altitude bombinged. Well, that's interesting. There's no way he plays around this, right? It might not matter. Like, it doesn't look like he's really a unit-focused deck. Like, he's just playing things to control the board. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, I mean, that's a threat that we need to deal with for sure. So what's better here? Night Raiding and then Cup of Tea? Or do I want to... Because Night Raid puts the Commando here. 4-3-3. It's probably fine. And then at this point, we're just looking for a special delivery and or a... and or a engineers, whatever they're called, to reduce the cost of cards in our hand. We can just start churning through our orders and churning through our deck. We can generate a lot of value. I like him spending 2 credits on that. We're gonna pin it. I gotta imagine his deck is playing sweepers, but the fact that he has a To the Last Man in his deck makes me question if I should buff these. Continue to buff our stuff. Is it wrong to like play out all of our commandos and just go crazy? Like number 43 commando alone can take over a game later. And he needs exactly to the last man to start dealing with the board if I cup of tea, because all his other damage is, or all his other sweepers are damage based. Just keep going. Make him overdraw. Welcome, Bubbles. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone, stopping in. As you can tell from the stream title, we're comboing people today. Couple archetypes I haven't really played yet on stream. I figured give it a shot. Okay, there's our Commonwealth, so that's really nice. Should there be a Rule Britannia in our deck? I know some Commandos decks run it. It seems like a kind of a win more card though for Commandos, because like if you get to this position, you're probably winning the game anyway. Obviously, we could win like next turn, but is my client frozen? Is our opponent's client frozen? What's happening right now? They're like looking at this card in hand. I did. Yeah, well, I don't know. Did you top deck that Black Watch, or were you saving it in hand for the turn I could Commonwealth? Because, yeah, I was planning on Commonwealth the next turn. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. Rule Britannia, like, it might be a win more card in this deck, though. You know what I mean? Because it's like, we were likely winning this game without it. It just might have taken a little while longer, you know? But I could be convinced that it can act almost like a second Commonwealth in some cases. I don't know. There's just so much destruction effects in the game, and like most of the time we're putting our troops, we're keeping our troops safe in the back line. I feel like it's only going to be really, really good in the most ideal of situations, but I could be convinced otherwise. I like this because it can find us the engineers. Commando's fine. Are you supposed to keep one supply chain in hand for when you draw the special delivery? I honestly don't know. I do like the cup of tea though. Maybe we just keep all of this. This could be a mirror match. You could be playing a more control build. Hello there. Probably this to like deal a surprise, the last little bit of damage we might need to in a game. Those are some pretty bad hits. Well, it's too what? What's happening? Yeah, Rule Britannia plus HMS is really good, but like that's what, how much, that you need 12 resources to take advantage of the bombers like immediately. But Rule Britannia, or sorry, HMS is a solid card on its own, I suppose. But we're not running that either, so now I have to make 2 cuts to put that in the deck. Which would be cool. Maybe the Ultra that we talked about before, plus something else. Okay, how does Germany usually kills our units with things like sudden strikes. I guess they have joint operations, but 1 cup of tea is not going to be enough. Is fortification too slow? I just want other things, I think. This to tag one of their alliance might be nice. Oh, they also have Nebelwerfer. Forget how it's spelt. It probably doesn't matter if I know how it's spelt. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly anyway. Yeah, that too. You should check out the deck we played last week. The Bomb Tania deck that's running a bunch of bombers, including HMS plus Britannia. It's pretty hot. And by that I mean it's spicy. And by that I mean it's just probably not very good. But it's fun. This guy's old school. So do I just run out this #1 commando to get nebbed? Probably not. He's going to move this up and circle it, and then we're going to cry. We're going to curl up in a little ball and cry. Opponents taking the time to load up the stream, take a look at our hand, and decide what they should be doing with their turn 3. It could be running sudden strikes, but I mean, at least we don't open ourselves up to Nebelwerfer as well. Okay, so they're probably gonna move this up next then. Nope, they're just gonna go face. I'm fine with that. Desert Rats. Very nice. Let's just do this too. Guess we'll shelling next turn, and then the following turn. They didn't have resources to spend on more things. That's interesting. Following turn, I don't know. I guess we got a Desert Rats, one of these. Or we get special delivery, I suppose. Never mind. Opponent making our choice real easy. I appreciate you, opponent. Taking away options from my hand so I don't have to think too hard. I appreciate you. I think I need to save this. I mean, I had 2 less cards to work with on that turn, right? So it's really nice not having to think in my strategy game. YOLO. If it hit like something else cheap, there was a chance we could have pinged and killed this, which would have been ideal. Kind of would have rather Commonwealth got hit there, eh? Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Do I just kill this before he encircles it again? Probably. Like, this is probably not gaining me more life than that's about to take away from me for the rest of this game. And if by some weird miracle he doesn't move this forward, we can encircle our commando, which would be awesome. We could also get an order that would ping this so we can move it up and encircle it. Okay, not bad. Play it, please. Nope, try again. Nope. No more mass pins for us, unfortunately. Single pin. We got nothing else to do, so I guess I may as well. We were literally dead on board for the following turn. And even if we're not, we're just dead in multiple turns. We can't come back from that. Yeah, our opponent's untargetable 2-drop put in work for sure. Yeah, I think I keep all of this. It looks pretty good. Maybe I don't need this. This for tagging 109ths or just dealing damage in general is fine. Toss this back looking for something else. Well, that's a hell of a hit. This is like the thing we always want to be doing on turn 1. Pretty much always. Very nice. I mean, it could get Flampanzered, obviously, but he doesn't have exactly Flampanzer. I guess he could have Sudden Strike, too. I'm going to play this. No, I want to play this out and get it out of Nebel range right now. Am I supposed to use this now on that? While it's cheap? I think I need to save it for the engineers. Although, if he engineers next turns and moves these two forward, I guess that feels kind of bad. But then that means I'm not getting Flampanzered, so maybe I'm okay with that. Okay, well now all we need is a hello Snoogans, welcome, welcome. Now all we need is a supply what is it called? Supply chain? Yeah, that's it. I know what cards I'm running in my deck. I think we just play it anyway. Play out everything and then let's do this. Let's do this. Guess I'll kill you. Wow. Our RNG is pretty great so far. This Commando's a sniper. You got a scope on that pistol? It's moderately scary. Oh, the supply chain. I don't think we draw it now, though, right? In fact, what are we supposed to do here? I could actually kill this just with our units. Is that stupid? Probably, because it's just going to get cleaned up by carpet bombing anyway. Obviously, he could Fast Hines or Alliance, but hopefully the pings from the Commando can keep things in range. And alliancing this board isn't even that scary anyway. Obviously, you could play like 2 German tank 1-drops, then alliance. That would be kind of scary. Just need like 1 more Commando. That's a stupid thing to say. We always just need 1 more Commando. Ask and ye shall receive. Am I supposed to just carpet bombing away these two? Like, he's obviously saving up for something. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly scared. I feel like I'm supposed to just kill these. I've been traumatized by Nakshub too many times. I just want to kill it. Is he gonna kill my commander? He is. See, I'm glad I killed the Nakshub now. He killed my commander. I actually think I want to shoot this to maximize my chances of getting this with a ping. Don't know that it's supply chain worthy though. These engineers built a wall. Oh, that's the saddest enigma I've ever seen. Yippee! Yippee! I think I just saved the rest. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's nice. No shooting for you. What a silly game. Yes, yes. Probably Stalingrad's like, yeah, this keeps our commandos safe against bloody sickles. They still die to hammers though, and I kind of need to find. I'd like a sweeper for their tokens. I guess we're long ways from sweeping anyway, but maybe I'm just supposed to look for other commandos or other or honeys. Honey, because this comes down pretty late. Okay, well, honey next turn. And do we hold up Ultra for that Alliance turn? No guarantee he plays it. We could just be wasting resources. Okay, well, we're definitely just playing out another honey the following turn. So rude. If he's running gunship mission, what are the chances he's also running patrols? He could also just hammer our stuff. Could also just get death from above. I think I wait till I can... Maybe next turn. I think I go Night Raid into Cup of Tea. And then the following turn, hopefully we're going to see some supply chains. And then we can, like, fortification, special delivery, draw a bunch of cards. Again, I pose the question, do we just hold up Ultra? There's no reason not to, right? I kind of want to wait for a bigger turn to do stuff. Let's just see what happens. Because I could see him playing Alliance, or we can do it. Or BP-43 Armored Train. There's our supply chain. So I think I'm going to do it again. But play that out as well. Yay, we hit something. Yay, and we got another commando. I am not going to participate in the next cards open. I didn't much care for the last one, if I'm being honest. Not because like it wasn't fun. It just took up too much of my time on the weekend. It's a combination of things. I think it took up a little bit too much time for my taste, and I just didn't really care that much for the format. Having to like cobble together 3 decks and then like go through the bans just kind of felt unnecessarily convoluted. And in my particular case, the deck my opponent banned like most games was the one I was looking most forward to playing. So it's like I didn't even really have as much fun playing the game because I didn't get to play my favorite deck. So it just didn't really appeal to me. Okay, before we run out of time. I could have done a lot more with that turn. Like, I discarded a Desert Rats that we could have played out, but... It's not even that the opponent knew what was in my deck. I'm all for open deck lists. I just didn't like that I never got to play with the deck I was most interested in playing. We've gained enough life. I don't care about that honey anymore. Big Boy? Or all the little guys? Big Boy can take over games by themselves, and it's still just gonna get hammered, so let's do this. What do we want to play? This fills our hand. Nice. But we gotta get rid of that. So oh, we did. That was easy. Little does our opponent know, all they're doing is making room for more commandos. Boop. Boop. Are you having fun, opponent? I'm having fun. Oh, this was a mistake. I wanted to play more special delivery the following turn. It's fine. That's cute. So I played this. Those are going to turn into 6, which means my hand will be full. I'm not going to lose anything if I just play this out, right? Those each duplicate. So I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We're going to deck ourselves. And I don't care. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 3 draws from the actual supply chain. Alright, I should have played some of those out. Oh! Yeah, Monty is pretty much mandatory. Shelling you could probably get away with not having. I don't know though. Monty is a one of, right? Like there's so many games where you're just not even gonna see it. Then again, this deck does draw a lot of cards, so maybe that's not entirely true. This deck doesn't have Crusaders because they just take up space in the support line and we don't need to draw any more cards than we're drawing, as you can see. Yeah, and like the other thing about Monty is that it's just such a generically good card in any British deck you'll play ever. So you won't, as long as you like playing Britain, you're not going to be sad crafting a Monty. Get these out of Nebel Weffer range. He can cause a lot of damage to my HQ, I know, but I don't think we're winning this game without these Commandos. It's kind of nice. Let me just shoot that. Is that crazy? I think I'll wait a turn. This is pinned. Yeah, I think we can wait. Uh-oh, what happened? Alright, well, he's setting up for Alliance next turn. I think we actually play that. Hoping to hit one of the two things in the front line, obviously, and then I could, like, kill the other. Ideally, I was hoping to draw into our engineer so I could carpet bombing the next turn. If it even matters. But I'm sure this carpet bomb is just going to be far too late now. We'll see, though. The way he's playing makes me think he's got either Alliance, Fast Heinz, or Blitzkrieg in hand, and I don't think we're in a position to beat any of those. Or we can't really play around any of those anyway. So we can pin you, draw some cards. That's not bad. Do I kill this? Probably supposed to kill that, huh? No, because it's just going to die to... Well, hold on. If he's running Blitzkrieg in his deck, do we... Can we play around that? Blitzkrieg with just these two units would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. This would be another 7. He probably has another unit he can move up and kill. It's tough. I kind of want him to kill this Commandos with that 3-5 and to just spam a bunch more things on board. Yeah, he's not taking the bait because he knows carpet bombing is coming next turn, or at least he knows that there's a potential for it. And I don't think I can't carpet bombing. Unless we're just hoping... I think maybe at this point we're just hoping to dodge. We have to just hope to dodge things like Blitzkrieg and another Alliance, another Fast Heinz, things like that. Very likely he has. And I know some builds, they're not running Alliance and... whatchamacallit? Blitzkrieg, but, you know... Some do. So next turn we can Commando, Fortification. Hopefully the Commando kills one of these two frontline units. And then kind of living on a prayer after that point. We really need to hit a series of really good draws. And hope that this Commando can pull us back into this game. But I mean, it's very unlikely. He's got a full hand, more or less. Decent board. Like, what could he possibly have in his hand that that we can beat? Yeah. Alright, that's going to do it for this deck. We've been playing it for about an hour, so we're going to move on to the next deck of the day.